Hey guys, so we are live and I hope everything works correctly. What's up, Ron? So at the moment I'm not sure how is the audio, but if anyone can let me know in the chat, it would be much appreciated. So I'm gonna do a testing 1 2 1 2. If anyone can hear me, please let me know. Just want to make sure that the audio is and today we're gonna continue with that from Darksiders. Thank you very much for confirming. Now just a couple of seconds just to check that everything runs nice and smooth. And I'm going to show up the model just a little bit in a second as well. So let's see, check the iPhone camera, and here we go. So this is how we are so far with the model. And it looks like the stream is keep crashing a little bit. And honestly, I don't know why. Because the connection was good before. So who knows? Now I'm just gonna take this apart and start working on the torso. And this part over here, as you can see, it's everything put together. Everything is glued together as well. See, on this one we made nice progress. And this is how it looks with the base and everything. So I'm just gonna put this aside. Thank you very much, Sim. And now I'm gonna take the hair off. It's kind of tight fit. Take his scar off, and he's back here. Just gonna set these aside just for safekeeping and make sure it doesn't get messed up. And now with him, to be honest with you guys, I actually am curious how it's gonna come out when everything's done. It's done, and yeah, let's get this rolling. So the references I have from him, it's mostly shows that he is a little bit of a purple guy. So here we are. Let me find my purple tone, and I have two of them. And this is too strong, so we're not going to use that one. But I think I'm going to use this from Citadel. It's a little bit lighter. So I'm going to start with that. And then we're going to see how it goes. And then we can always change it out. And yes, I'm going to put on a glove because I don't want to make a mess with this. So using a glove usually helps you protect your work as well. You don't leave fingerprints on your model. Thanks everybody for joining in. And as you may notice, we continuing to work on that. And I would have to lower the pressure on the compressor. I want some nice fine lines on this. And let's start over here and see how it's going to look. And here what I'm going to do, I'm just going to define the muscles a little bit. And today is really, really hot. But the thing is, when it's hot, the paint will dry faster as well, even in the airbrush. Unfortunately. Let me catch up with the chat. Thanks, Salim. Thank you very much. You're gonna print it soon. Oh, make sure that you send some pictures. You can find me on my Instagram, because YouTube doesn't allow us to send pictures. But look me up from Instagram, GambitNeo1, and you can send some pictures over there. I will be more than happy to see your work. And if you need any questions or anything, go ahead. Ask freely. The 3D printer is over here as well, so he can help you out. Of course, it's like, look, never do the mistake to buy too many colors. Always try to go out and buy the colors that you need. I fell into this trap when I started the hobby. I just went out and bought random colors that actually I never used. Always try to pick up models that you have the color for, or get some more colors in time that you need. But it's not a race. You don't have to have 100 colors. Trust me at the start. If you're missing some color, just go and pick it up, and then okay, this is not what I wanted. I started to make a little bit of a mess. If you have your basic colors in the 30 colors that you have, that would be enough for now. You can always pick up something that if you need something more. Sometimes we can overreact with this hobby and just buy lots of colors. And as I said before, I have still colors that I bought that I never used. I had some plans to do something specific, and I ended up giving up that project. So the color, they're still sitting there. I'm pretty sure I'm going to use them on something else, but again, at the start, have your basics: blues, red, yellows, black, and that will take you really far. Hi, 3D Bean, how are you? Yeah, definitely. I say if you have your basic colors sorted out, that will do for now. So now it depends if you have like a closed shop that you can pick up more colors, or you have to order them. But I will say don't overthinking it. Start doing what you want to do, and then again, you can always order or go and pick up some more colors if you have a local shop. I kind of already work out my colors that I always use, so I always try to stack up on those ones. Always have an extra one, or try to pick up a new one as soon as I see that I'm starting to run out. So as long as you're gonna do that, you should have no problem. Now, unfortunately, I already see that will have to come back and do some cleanup on this. My airbrush is overspraying a little bit. But that's okay. I think I will have to clean it out before continuing. So I'm just gonna go do this here and then give it a good cleaning. It's a little bit messier than I would like. So guys, how are you this fine day? Hi Jerry. So if everything goes well today, I'm going to finish up the torso. And then on Friday, I'm going to start painting the weapons. But we will see when we get there. Okay, this side over here, it was a little bit of an overspray, which I will have to correct. So I will have to come back with a little bit of the base color and just correct some of the overflow. But that's no problem, it's an easy fix. Sometimes it happens when you don't clean your airbrush before you start your work. Now guys, if anybody's interested in this model and you don't know where to pick it up, it's from Tanuki Figures. You can find them on Patreon. This was a little bit a while back, so I'm pretty sure they have another shop on Cultist where they probably sell the file. I'm not sure exactly. I'm not sponsored by them. I make this because I really like the video game. I used to play it back in the day when it came out, and I always wanted to paint up the model. So yeah, I'm pretty sure if you Google it, you will find out where to pick it up. If you still cannot find it, send me a message on YouTube or on Instagram, and I can send you maybe a link. I'm pretty sure you can find it as well. Now, usually I don't like models with the hair, with the head in the same place, but this one has a mask on it, so it's not as bad. But I prefer all the heads to be a separate piece. You can do a better work on it, so yeah. If any of you guys over here that are doing cuts on models, be mindful. It's sometimes painters will have a easier time with just a small cut. I'm pretty sure everybody will appreciate that, and I don't think it's a too big of a deal for you guys to do it. So yeah, thank you very much. Now, if guys, by any chance I miss any of the chat, because I'm focusing too much over here, please don't hesitate and ask again. I'm not ignoring anybody, it's just sometimes I get really into what I'm doing, so I don't look up at the chat, so yeah. Okay, so unfortunately I done a little bit of an over paint in a couple of places, so I have to come back with the base color, the skin color, just to correct it here and there a little bit. So we're gonna do that just in a couple of seconds. And if you want to see the earlier process of that, please don't hesitate and check out the previous videos. You can find them on my main channel. And remember, always if you make a mistake, it's okay. You can always come back and apply more paint. Or in worst case, you can remove the whole paint and repaint it. Or you can just reprint it. In my case, I'm just having a little bit of an overall spray here and there. So I'm gonna clean out the airbrush now. And if you guys first time joining in, thank you very much. Much appreciated for choosing my channel. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to put it down in the chat, and we can answer, hopefully. Now I have to find now the skin color, which is this one. By the way, if you guys are here new, I'm using that basket to keep my colors for the current project, so it's easier to find the colors when I need them. So always make sure that you put some thinner with your paint. You don't want it to be too thick. And make sure that you backflow it a little bit, so sometimes the paint, because it's heavier, will go down in the bottom, and the thinner, because it's lighter, is gonna stay up on the top. So you want the paint to be mixed really good in. And now we're gonna lower again the pressure. I just put the pressure back on to clean it out. Oh, this is a little bit too low. And now, oopsie, put a little bit too much paint. And I'm just gonna correct a little bit here the overspell that I did with the wash. I want a little bit to be more nicer lines, and some of them a little bit overflowing. Now, when you do this one, just make sure that you don't overdo the white, because then the white the base color for the skin, because then you will have to come back with the purple. So just be a little bit mindful of that. I would say with this phase, always take your time. Rushing will not help, because if you mess it up, then you just have to do it all over again. And as I said, it's really warm here, so the paint dries really fast, unfortunately, on the end of the airbrush. And guys, how was your day so far? I know some of my viewers are from the States, so for them the day just kind of started. Over here I'm living in the future, so the day's almost gone. Slowly we're getting to the end of the day. So on his right arm, shoulder, he has a scar that looks more like a tattoo. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't remember what that means actually, if it's a scar or a tattoo or a mark of something. Okay, and I think that will do for the moment. I think it's all being covered. I mixed up a little bit too much paint as usual. So yeah, on the back here, I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to paint these ones up. Those to me look more like bones. So I should do the bone colors. I hate when the paint does that. And because I mixed up too much paint, I will have to just throw it out, clean out the airbrush. Now I always have a wet wipe handy just to clean down the airbrush really good, and then clean the cup as well if it's needed. Please guys, if you have any questions, just put it down in the chat and we will try to answer them as quickly as possible. And yeah, definitely now the airbrush, it's a little bit dirty, so I just want to clean it out a little bit, run some water through it, get all that paint out before I go further. Yeah, this should be clean now. So I mentioned on Monday that I have a new camera setup. So if you guys don't mind, in the chat, let me know how is the zooming the focus function, if it works correctly. I'm using the autofocus, so that one sometimes could be a little bit more hit or miss. And now I'm going to use some pastels for this, and I'm going to use the purple. Now this could be a little bit too strong, so we're going to see. If it's a bit strong, then I'm going to change it out. Okay, so drop of water went over here and I didn't notice it. So I will have to do a little bit of paint over there. So let's test this one out. Thank you, Jay. Thank you very much. Oh, I think these are 25 milliliters, I think. 24. I usually what I do, I'm not ordering bottles anymore. I did order some cheap Chinese bottles, and they were really bad. And since then, what I do, I just get the old bottles, clean it out with all the alcohol kind in a way, the paint from it. As you can see, I have a bucket, and I just reuse these ones. Before I used to order them, but those ones from they're like really cheap and really bad, so I don't like them, to be honest. I had only problems with them, and the cap, it's not the same as these ones, so they always break as well. So what I'm doing, and after I finish a paint from a bottle, I just clean it out, put some warm water in it, let it there for a couple of days, and then I have some alcohol that usually I use to clean out the paint brushes and all that stuff. So I'm gonna use that one to get the paint out of it. So before, yes, I was ordering for the Citadel, but that was some time ago, and I still have, because I got like a couple hundreds of them, but they're really bad. I don't like those ones. At least the one I got, they were really bad. Now you can get lucky and maybe you get a better brand and it will work better for you. But the ones I got, they I wasn't happy with them. Thank you very much, Ron. Thank you. Now here I'm gonna give a different color as well. I'm just doing the purple at the moment, but I'm gonna put in some different pastels as well. So I'm gonna do some red maybe, and just combine the two of them. With the pastel, you can do some finer lines. So, and then always make sure that some of the pastel will go away, so it will fall off. It's not going to stay there. So when you applying the varnish on it, make sure that you do it a little bit from further away. If you do it from too close, it can remove all the pastel, and then you have to redo the whole thing, which again, it's not as much fun. But those are things that you can learn by yourself, or you can listen to someone who already done the mistake and just avoid it. Now, as I mentioned before, these bones on his back, I'm not sure exactly what color. I don't remember what color they are. So I didn't decide yet how I'm going to paint them up, but it probably is going to be just some bone color, and then I'm going to do the purple around it, more or less. So okay, let's continue. I'm gonna keep turning left and right. So let's continue with the back and just finish it up, because otherwise I'm gonna get lost in the sauce. So just focus on one and keep going ahead. Now, guys, I'm just going to give a couple of shout outs. If you like what I'm doing, then you're probably interested in this hobby. And we have a couple of guys over here in the chat that they have their own channels, so they're making similar things but different in the same time. So make sure you go and check out the 3D painter. He's doing live stream almost every day as well. And at the moment he's working on a Punisher, which is really cool, and it's a huge model. And he's usually streaming a little bit later, so in about I would say more or less 3 hours. So if you still have some time, go and check him out. Then we have the Bean 3D. He has some cool content up as well. He's working now on currently on Nami, and it looks really good. And then we have the Grumpy Vet Creations, which at the moment he is not having anything posted, but go and check out his channel. Give it a subscribe because he's going to post really soon. As far as I know, he's not too far away to start posting, and he's working on a really cool Batman. And back in the day, I actually wanted to do the same Batman, so he's working on it now, and it's huge again. Huge piece. So if you like Batman, or you just want to check something new out, go give it a like, give it a subscribe. And as soon as he starts posting, then you're gonna be the first to be notified if you turn on the notification bell. So yeah, my advice is always go and check out as many content creators as you can in this hobby. Everybody does it differently, and you can always learn something new. I know I learned so much from these guys, and yeah, I'm pretty sure if you want to do this hobby, if you like it, then it's always something new that you can learn. And there are bigger channels out there as well, so if you're interested in something more bigger, more you have the ground affected, your dad that makes some awesome content, and I heard he doesn't get nobody shouting him out really, so here you go, get a free shout out. You're doing some awesome work, dude, so keep up. And then again, there are so many channels out there, go and check them out. Sometimes I don't even the names don't even come from top of my head, but again, there are lots of them out there. So if you have somebody that I didn't mention, you can put it down in the chat. I will not mind at all. We have the old painterman as well. He's kind of new to the hobby, but he's doing some amazing work. We have Shelf Candy, and yeah, his content, it's a bit different, but it's really fun. So go check him out, and if you like it, again, give it a subscribe. It's just a click for you. It doesn't cost you anything. And make sure that you give a like as well to this video or other videos on my channel, or if you check other guys out. Uh, Liking, it's really important for us. It tells the algorithm that people like you and me like this content, so more people can be reached, and we're trying to grow our channels as well, so that always help out a little bit, so thank you very much. And just a quick reminder, if you're new, I'm usually live streaming every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, so you're always welcome back. Thank you very much again for joining me, and go and check out these amazing channels. And again, more knowledge, it's better for you, kinda. So when you're starting on your project, or you're already working with on something, it could be something new that you can apply, a new technique, or paint even. Selim, I'm not sure if I pronounced your name correctly. Dude, make sure you send me some pictures of your dad when you start working on it on Instagram. Again, YouTube doesn't allow us to send pictures here, which would be pretty cool if they allow that. But make sure that you send me some pictures. I will be really happy to see how it's going along. Or if you need any help with anything, give me a shout. Maybe if you want to find out some of the paints that I used, you can check those out in my previous videos. And if you cannot see it, just send me a DM or put a comment, and then I will send you the exact color and brand. But remember, this is just what I'm using. If you don't have it, you don't have to use the same. You can always use something else. You can even mix up colors. But if you're not confident in that yet, again, let me know, and then I shout it out. Usually on my main channel, on my videos, I put the colors always in the right corner, the right hand corner when I'm swapping out colors. So that's a good way to do it. And I heard people coming back and telling me that they really like that they can check it out, and then to use the same color if they have it handy, or sometimes they even want to go out and buy it. Okay, now I think I'm done with the purple, so I'm gonna try to use a little bit of this red and see how it goes. Now, I don't know if it's going to mix well. This will be a test mostly. I think this goes good. It creates more like a magenta color. Which I'm gonna apply here there a little bit. I'm not gonna overdo it. I don't know how much the camera picks up. What you guys think? Saying a bit, Jerry. I know you're at work. I appreciate so much for you joining in, even during your work hours when you can, when you have a little bit of a break. So much appreciated. Oh, I think I snipped in some powder. Yeah. Now what I'm trying to do over here, I just don't want it to be all purple, so to break up a little bit. Just purple will be a little bit too boring. So the red and the purple, they do almost like a magenta. And And then I was thinking maybe to come back with a third pastel as well, just to give it a little bit of a darkness in a couple of spots. And I don't know how much the camera picks up, but I already like this. Thank you, Bean. Thank you. Now, just if you do this, just make sure that you leave a little bit of the purple behind as well. So don't overdo it. I will advise to do the red just in a couple of spots, because then if you do it everywhere, again, it's just gonna, you have the other problems that it's gonna just everything blend in. So always try to do even on small pieces here and there. Okay, I'm gonna make a little bit more of this, and then I'm gonna use I think the third color will be a little bit of a black, to be honest. Yes, it does. I told you it's really hard to find. The ones I find, they were easy to find, but that was a couple of years ago. To be honest with you, I never bought the bottle since then. Uh, it was the smaller ones, but again, they are really bad. The ones I got, and I bought them from Amazon. I still have it to this day, and I'm really not impressed with those ones. So that's why I find it that I'm reusing the same bottles. Again, and it's starting to come alive a little bit, so I really like this so far, how it comes out. I don't use the pastel colors, not pastel, whatever the, oh, they're called pastels. Yeah, so I don't use them as much as I should. I have them for some time, and I sometimes I do take it out and use them, but not as much as I would like to, unfortunately. But they are really cool. I highly advise to try them out. They're not hard to learn to use it. It's basically just have a fine brush and starting applying, and then if you're not happy, they're quite easy to remove as well. So you just blow some air usually on it, and they will mostly come off. But what one thing I will advise, yeah, not to do too much, because some of it will stick over there. And then you can do my method, you just blow on it a little bit. Now he has some green diamonds in his chest, so over here you can see I will have to paint that one up, and I will have to give it a glow effect as well. And I don't remember when I done last time I done a glow effect, so that will be fun. I will still have to go and kind of remember how I used to do it back in the day. That will be fun. So again, the size, the ones I'm using, it's actually the bottles from the paint. So after I finish this paint, I just clean out the bottle and just reuse it. The ones I got before, it was the small ones, the 80 millimeter ones, but they're really bad. The ones I got. So since then, I'm using the ones that actually the real paint bottles. I just clean it out. I have a good system because I've been doing it for like a couple of years now, and I'm not buying any more bottles. So I know at the moment, because you have none, because probably you throw them out. But that's how I did it. So I always just put it aside, the bottles that I finish, and then just clean it out, and then move the Citadel paint in it. Now you have to watch out because all of the bottles, they have a different system for the cap. So you have to make sure that the right caps goes on the right bottle. Otherwise, you will have to play around a little bit with it. Guys, as I mentioned earlier, I wanted to do the black as the darker color on this, but now I just had an idea. How about if I use blue instead of black? Because I have a dark blue over there, so I'm gonna try that one out. Thank you very much, Ron. Thank you very much. Okay, so I think I'm going to go with the blue on top of it, on just a couple of corners to darken it up a little bit. So I'm gonna go with the dark blue and see how it comes out. And then if I don't like it, I can always change it out to the black. Again, I don't know if you say that you missed the bottle size. Uh, it's the small one. I don't know. It's 50 millimeters, the one I bought, but that was a couple of years ago. But now what I'm doing, I'm just cleaning out these bottles, the one I use, and then just reuse those ones. I'm not buying them anymore because I wasn't happy with the one I got. So yeah, I'm gonna use the blue one, but I have to watch out with the blue one to not to put too much and work it really good into the sculpt. So this blue, I'm going to use it just in a couple of places as just some shadow. So I'm gonna use it even less than the red. So I think, again, I'm not sure. It was long time ago that I bought those bottles, and I think it was the 15 millimeter bottles, but they were really bad. The cap will always break. I wasn't happy at all with it. So since then, I'm always reusing the ones that I comes with the paint after I finish the paint from it. Just clean it out, and that's it. No big deal. And I save some money as well. We're already buying so many things for this hobby. Again, with this blue, I'm just trying to go a little bit less than the red and do it on the more darker spots. And so far, I like it how it's coming out. Now, if you want, you can do that with your airbrush. But I find with the pastels, you have a little bit more control, and in the same time, you have less control as well. So once you do this, you kind of understand what I mean by meaning less and more control. Just make you remove some of the dust, and it's always tricky when you start applying the clear coat, the varnish on it, because if you're doing it for too close, you can remove all the pastel if it's the pressure it's too high and you come too close to the model. So always try to do it from far away, kind in a way. I always get distracted with small parts that I spend more time than I should. I will try to move it along a little bit over here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Some water came out where it's not supposed to come out. That's always fun. Yeah. I told you, Ron, I did get it, those ones, maybe well, maybe 4 years ago, and I never got them again. But you're gonna see it as well after you buy it. Depends who you buy it from. Maybe I just got really unlucky with the company that sent it to me, but again, those were really, really bad. So maybe you get a little bit more lucky and you get some proper good ones. If you applied a little bit too much and you don't like it, remember you can always remove it. Now let me make some more. And you can buy these more fancy ones that you don't need a sandpaper to get some of it down from the blocks. So if you just want to pick up one now, look for those ones. They're pretty nice. I had this for some time. I didn't use them as much, so but I'm gonna try to incorporate more these in my work. And the next thing that I want to do, I want to start maybe using some oil paints as washes. Uh, I watched Matt yesterday live stream and he done on his Wolverine helmet, and I think that was pretty cool. That it gives you a little bit more time to work with the washes. Usually, wash dries really really fast, and I liked Matt's way to do it with the spirit mineral spirits. You can just apply a little bit and then remove it, which again is just so good that you have a more bigger working time with it. So probably in the future I'm gonna start using it those as well. I will just have to go and pick up some of the oil wash. I know my wife had some of it home, so I just have to check in with her. Maybe she still have some left. I'm not gonna go crazy with those ones, but just start incorporate it here and there a little bit. Especially in big projects. Uh, when you have to use washes with the mineral spirits, with this one you can reactivate it and then just remove, or doing your way, your will, kind, in a way. So yeah, probably you're gonna see me start using those type of paints, oil paints, soon as well. And I done a little bit of mess here. You see, the thing is with the pastel as well, you have to watch out, because if it sucks to your finger, but then if you take a wet wipe, you can remove it. And as you can see, I already have some on my fingers, so it's easy to mess it up. And I think at this point we've done a full circle with the blue as well. So I'm gonna call this soon done. Oopsie, what happened here? I wonder. Okay, this looks good for me so far. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to seal this one in, because I don't want to lose the project, the work that I did so far. So I'm going to seal it in, and then I'm going to come back with a lighter skin color, and I'm going to do a glaze over it so I can blend everything in. And now the glaze will be more like a normal skin color, so this will be covered up a little bit. And then here on the back, I'm not 100% yet how I'm gonna go about it. Yeah, I think the 3D painter is gonna go on holidays soon, and I have to book in my holiday as well. So as soon as that's done, I'm gonna know exactly when it's going to happen. So who knows, even maybe could be this weekend that, and next week that I'm not going to stream. So we will see about that. Booking in the holidays sometimes takes some time. Okay, so again, as I mentioned, so this is going to stay like this, and then I'm gonna seal it in. First of all, I don't want to lose this progress, so I'm gonna use a clear coat varnish, and with this one I'm gonna use the other airbrush, and I have a feeling that this airbrush is clogged. So let me see before I put in the clear wash in it. Actually, this looks clean. Okay, that was a strange noise. Let me see the nozzle. Yeah, the nozzle is clean as well. We should be fine. I just noticed that I forgot to put back the pastel, so I'm gonna do just that. Now, as I mentioned before, when you apply the, just make it from far away so you don't remove any of the. And why is this acting up? Okay, something's wrong with the airbrush, definitely. Or maybe just varnish is a little bit too thick, so I'm going to fill it up with some water and give it a good shake. Thank you very much, Simi. Okay, let's test it again, and if this time doesn't work correctly, then I have to take it apart and just clean it out. It does make a funny sound, so even by that I know that something is wrong with it. Yeah, something is wrong with it. Now, I'm not sure what the glaze color is going to be, so I'm just gonna dry this up in a second. I need a place to rest it, and of course I don't have a space right now, so give me a second to find a safe place to put it. So I can clean out the yeah, something is really wrong with the airbrush. Maybe it needs a full cleaning. Okay, let me grab the hair dryer because it's close by, so I can dry off the torso. of course. Okay, so I have to clean out really quick the airbrush so I can continue the work. Now on this one, it's almost done. I will just have to do a glaze on the skin color. So I'm pretty sure it's something inside the nozzle. Or maybe not. Yeah, I know. That was me last week. I start doing something, then I realize that I have to do something else, then something else, and then just was keep going and like an never-ending loop. So I couldn't focus on anything specific to do. Now, to be honest with you guys, this sounds like it's okay, but I'm pretty sure more issues will come up with the airbrush. So let's hope uh, it's going to be okay. So now, my color of choice for the glazing is this bone white. So it's a skin color. And then I'm gonna water this one down really water it down. So, and then apply it on it and see how it goes. So I'm gonna put a couple of drops. I didn't even count the drops, and then I'm going to really thin it down. It's just going to be a glaze, just to bring everything kind of together. And I want the purple just to be muted just a little bit, so even more. Here we go. And okay, I'm gonna use the and then even more thinner in it. And now let's see if I ruin the whole thing or I just make it look better. And we're gonna start on the back. I think I tinted it down a little bit too much. So I'm going to give a little bit of color back to it. And here we go. This does the job. Okay, I think I'm gonna give a second coat to it as well, so I'm gonna just dry this one up really fast. And this time I'm going to not thin it down as much. Always try to make more of the paint when you do this, because sometimes when you do it the second time around, it's not gonna have the same amount of paint, only if you kind of measure it out perfectly. So I'm gonna mix up a little bit more this time. You can measure it out exactly by drops if you want to. I don't have as much OCD to do that, so I'm just gonna do by eye. And now let's do the whole thing again, and hopefully this time we get a little bit of better results. And then what I've left here should be fine for the rest of it. Unfortunately, the purple covered up a little bit more than I wanted, so I'm gonna come back and redo the purple on him. So I'm gonna come back with the pastel after this and just redo the purple. It covered up a little bit more than I would like, to be honest, but this is how you learn, by doing it. Okay, so I'm gonna come back with the pastel and just redo some of the purple really quick. So I'm gonna dry this one up. As you can see here on the back, it's pretty cool, but up here the purple is just gone a little bit, so I'm gonna redo that. But otherwise, it's the color that I wanted. Okay, let's give it a quick dry, and then I'm gonna do some of the purple back, and then move on to the next part. Okay, we need some more purple over here, so let me get it ready. I'm not gonna apply as much as the last time, so I'm just gonna go quick here and there a little bit. To be honest with you guys, I was not expecting to lose so much of the pastel, but unfortunately we did. So again, I'm just gonna reapply a little bit and then move on. Now I don't want the purple to be too strong either, so I have to make sure that this time, because I'm not gonna glaze it again, is just the right amount. I applied a little bit too much of the blue pastel, and I don't like how the blue pastel comes out with the skin color. So that's why it's not the skin color, it's mostly the glaze, and I don't like it how it looks with the blue. So that's why I'm trying to reapply a little bit of purple, just to get away a little bit from that blue, as you can see over here. I think the blue actually takes away a little bit from it. I was hoping to blend in a little bit more, but okay, I'm just gonna blow down a little bit of the purple. Just a double check before I give the clean varnish. Okay, I think this way it's a little bit better. It's more closer of what I was imagining to be the color. Okay, and I'm gonna use a little bit of blue over here. He has 2 veins only, so I'm gonna use the blue pastel to do these 2 veins. I wonder how the sculptors didn't put any more in. Now I'm imagining these are veins, so if there's something else, then they're gonna be blue now. I think I managed to make a small smidge over here. Okay, and now I'm gonna apply the final varnish on this one and then do the tattoo kind of shoulder thing, and I'm gonna do the green rocks on his chest. Okay, and that's gonna be the skin color for him now. Actually, looking at it now, I don't know, I feel like it's missing something. Maybe I was thinking to put back this as a highlight, a little bit more this light purple. Do some highlights here and there. Or just leave it like this. Okay, so I'm gonna do the scar tattoo thing on his shoulder. So that will be the next step. And I'm just gonna block it out to see how it looks. I usually like to do that. And for that one, let's see. I will almost want to use like hmm. I don't think I have that color that I want to use, but how about if I use some this purple tone? Let's try it out and see how it looks. And for this one, I'm going to do by hand because it's just faster that way. And I need my brush. So I'm gonna start painting up with this purple tone. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to realize that I don't like it. And then apply some other color on it, but for the moment we go with this. And see how it looks. It's gonna blend in a little bit with the shadows. So after I do this, the purple, I think I'm gonna go over with the red on top of it. To be honest with you guys, I don't remember what color his blood is supposed to be. I don't know even if in the game they showed his blood color. But I'm pretty sure it's not purple. But stick with me and we're gonna make this thing look good soon. So at least I'm not going to stop till it's going to look like I want it to look. Now I have to admit, after working with bigger scales for so long and painting this one up in 1/6 now, I have to say painting up something bigger it's a little bit easier because you can get a little bit better details. You can give details to small prints as well, don't get me wrong. Once you do it, you will notice a huge difference between the two canvases, let's say. Technically they are canvases, 3D canvases, so yeah. Okay, and now I'm gonna apply some red on top of this. So I'm gonna try to dry it up. I have here the hair dryer. I don't know why I'm. And that's done. Let's me find the red ink that I'm looking for. Oh yes, there are always cons and pros to every size, but I have to admit it. I kind of like a little bit bigger, the big sizes. Not by too much. I think this will be a little bit too strong over red. Yeah, that red. It's a little bit too strong. It really overtakes the purple. Okay, so I think I'm gonna come back after this with some more purple, so I cover up the red because this is a little bit more stronger than I would imagine that I wanted to use. Yeah, way too much. Anyway, I'm going to paint it all up and then come back and mute it down a bit. I forgot how strong this red is. Guy, by the chance I miss any of your chats, please go down and repeat yourself. Sorry for that. If you just joined in, thank you very much for joining. Make sure that you hit that like button. Much appreciated. It helps out the channel a lot, and it says to the YouTube algorithm that people like you and me enjoying this content. So on the long run, is going to help us grow a bit. That's what we're trying to do. Thank you very much. Make sure you share it with your friends and family as well. And check out the 3D painter. He's doing the same thing as I do, but a little bit different. So it's always good to go and check out different people, different styles. Make sure you check out the Bean 3D. He's doing some amazing content as well. So check out his channel. And there are lots of other small channels over there that will do greatly with your help. So if you see anyone out there, similar work, feel free to put it down in the chat. I know there are lots of amazing, talented people out there that they don't get the recognition that they deserve from the YouTube algorithm, unfortunately. So it would be great to try to help them out in any way. And as I mentioned, I'm trying to grow as well. So if you want to see more videos, go check out my main channel. I have how to paint 3D prints videos up there, and trying to upload a new one every week. To be honest with you guys, it's just taking a little bit harder and harder to edit those videos. Editing videos, it's really time consuming, and another thing that we don't have with this hobby, it's too much time, unfortunately. Now this red, it was a little bit stronger than I was expecting, so I'm going to try to put some purple wash back on top of it, but I can already see that it will not cover it. So the red is really strong. Fuck, I didn't expect it to be that strong, to be honest. It's an ink, so usually inks are a little bit more transparent, translucent. Looks like this one, it's pretty thick, so probably I have to come back and give another coat on it, because that's always fun. But again, the red, it's way too strong. Not even the purple can cover it up. And again, it was a red ink, so usually inks are not as strong. Okay, to be honest, I didn't expect this. I was hoping it would be a bit a quicker process. But this is what happens when you don't expect something. I didn't use that red for some time, so actually I did forget how strong it is. Next time if I use it, I have to thin it down a bit, because that's just way too strong for a red ink. Usually the red has the worst coverage, so red, yellow, and orange are the worst of coverage of other colors. In this case, no, it's quite strong, unfortunately. Okay, I just had an idea. I'm not sure it's going to work, but I will not know if I don't try it out. See you later. Thank you again to joining in, Jerry. Much appreciated. And guys, don't forget to check out Jerry's channel as well. At the moment, he doesn't have any posts, but he's going to start posting really soon. So go and check out his channel, give it a subscribe, and I'm pretty sure before you know it, he's going to start posting. At the moment, I know he works on a really cool Batman, and it's a huge statue. So once he starts posting that, it's going to be really cool. Not even the pastel covers up the red. Man, that red is really strong. It starts to annoy me now. And when something annoys you, then when you make mistakes. Hmm. Okay, I give it a little bit more chance. I'm gonna get some more purple down here. No, this is not working. I need a little bit something stronger. So being I really like Half-Life. So when you said G-Man, for a second I didn't realize that you were referring to me. So I went and I was trying to read the chat to see if anyone mentioned Half-Life. Then to realize that you were actually mentioning me. So yeah, I didn't expect that. Half-Life, it's one of my favorite video games as well. So I was hoping Steam will bring out a new one with the Steam Machine release, but unfortunately that didn't happen. Yeah, that game, it's something else. Okay, now we're getting somewhere with this purple. And we made this thing look more like a scar as well. So, Bean, do you still play video games? Do you have time? Unfortunately, I love video games, but with this hobby and what I'm doing now, I have zero time playing, and I really, really miss it. And my son keeps saying that he wants me to watch playing Halo, and that's another of my favorite video games, so I kind of miss playing games. And now I'm going to take the original skin tone color, and this one is called Doomfire Drab. And I'm gonna do a really, really thin line on the outside of the scar. Now with this one I have to watch out so I don't overdo it. And guys, if you just joined in, thank you very much for joining, much appreciated. If you like what I'm doing here, make sure you share it with your friends and family. We're trying to grow our channel and to stay in the algorithm good grace. Make sure that you hit that like button, much appreciated. And just a reminder that I'm streaming every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Sorry, I got distracted here for a second. And I'm usually go around 6 o'clock London time. So I hope to see you all in the next live stream. Much appreciated. And then if you have any questions, please leave it down in the chat, and I will try to answer them. Now, unfortunately, I'm not all knowing, so I don't have the lottery numbers. But if you have something 3D paint or painting related, then I probably can answer. Been doing this hobby for some time now, and I have to say I really like it. I hope that one day is to have this as my permanent job. That would be amazing. But till then, I'm happy to do what I'm doing anyway. So, and by the way, if you're interested in any of my statues, you can reach out to me. You can hook me up on Instagram and send me a DM over there. Most of my models that I painted up, I have a video on Instagram, and it's kind of in a chronological order that I paint them up. So if you like something from there, or you want a custom statue, or you want to give it to somebody as a gift, I'm pretty sure we can work out something. Let me know if you're interested in anything. And my Instagram, by the way, it's gambitneo1. Now after this, I'm gonna do the diamonds on his chest, and probably the face going to be on next time. Now the face is quite easy. It's just a bone mask, but I have to do some glowing eye effects as well. So before I do the mask, I will have to do the glowing eye effect, and that will take some time as well. So that will be for the next stream when that will happen. We will see. Meantime, you can go and check out the 3D painter. He's doing similar work than I do, but it does it differently. So again, the 3D painter. Uh, he's starting usually live streaming a little bit later than after I finish. So it depends on what time I finish. It's around an hour later. So if you have some free time, make sure to check him out as well. And there are lots of small creators over there. Make sure to give them some love. It's much deserved. And you can give some love to the big creators as well, of course. Okay, and this is the tattoo slash mark on his shoulder. And now he has a little bit of crystals over here, so I'm gonna start working on the crystal, and then we have to do the eyes, and those need some glow effect, and then we will have the bones sticking out on his back. I did get green paint specifically for this, and I don't remember where I put it. So just give me a second, guys, to try to find that paint, and I did find it. So I'm gonna try to use this one, electric line. You'll see how good it's going to work. No problem at all. No problem at all. Yeah, Half-Life was a big game. I'm pretty sure everybody who played PC games, and even on the Xbox and on the PlayStation, the Orange box came out, and that was an amazing bundle. I remember when I saw the Orange box on the Xbox, I was so excited about it. So yeah, looks this will work pretty good. I will have to give it a couple of coats for it to cover properly, but otherwise looks really good. So yeah, I think these two coats will do on the glowing thing. And I'm gonna hand paint all of this. It's quite small, so I'm not gonna even try to do it with the airbrush, just hand paint it. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I didn't do a glowing effect for some time, so I'm kinda rusty on this side, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to remember it and as I go along, so I'm not too worried about it. Okay, and that kind of covers everything, so let's give it a second coat. Ron is always cooking up something nice, so I'm pretty sure he's doing something good again. He loves to cook. I think this we will see. Probably this week I'm going to do a really good goulash. I don't know if you guys ever had goulash, but it's really good. Now the Irish similar to that will be the beef Guinea stew, if you ever been in Ireland, but it doesn't compare one to one. So, but that will be the similar to it. If you never had goulash, guys, you have to really try it out. You're missing out. All I'm going to say about that. Okay, so now this color is done, and in a couple of passes you're not even going to see this color, unfortunately, okay, because this is going to be just the base. Oh, I just noticed that I missed a part of the crystals. And just pass it over one more time. And yeah, that will do it. I'm gonna dry it up really fast a little bit with the hair dryer. And now I'm going to use a Citadel technical paint. It's called Hexaflame. So it's actually called, wait a second, Hexwart Flame. So it's a technical paint. Oh, I just noticed when I use the shaker, the camera is shaking really. I just noticed now. Okay, so now I'm going to apply this technical paint over the green little stones. And after I apply this, I'm gonna call this done for today. And then we're gonna continue here from here on the next stream. Now this will be not done, so I will still have work to do on this. I'm a bit cautious over here because I don't want this to make a bigger mess than I need. And the technical paint is a little bit more runny, so you have to watch out with it. And I managed to scrape up a little bit of paint, but it's okay. And now after this, I'm gonna come back on this one and create the actually glowing effect. So this is just me preparing and I'm trying to put a little bit more of the paint inside the cracks. Okay guys, so that's done for now. It's not too much left from the glowing effect that I have to do. I have to pass a couple of coats, of course, but that's going to be in the next one. So thank you everybody for joining in. The torso, it's almost done, and we're gonna be back soon. So see you on the next one, and thanks everybody for joining. Have a lovely evening, and don't forget to go and check out the 3D painter. He's going to be streaming after me in about an hour and a half, I will say, more or less. So thank you guys for joining, and see you on the next one. Enjoy.